I think this is the first of its kind.
Yep.
Megan Ciafre, welcome in. She is a social media influencer, more than 1 million followers on TikTok. Megan, tell us everything you know. Tell us how you first got into this. Was it first on TikTok, or were you on some of the other social media sites first?
Yeah, well, thank you so much for having me first off. And I used to make videos when I was in high school on YouTube. So
Sure.
I've always kind of had like an interest in content creation, and my background is in film. I went to college for it. But a couple years ago, I got on TikTok. I think a lot of people were getting on around like 2020.
Yeah.
And my first video that got 1 million views was...
I don't think your mic is on, so that is our fault. Here we go. We need to hear all this.
Perfect.
Okay, go on. Sorry, Megan.
Should I restart?
Just pick up.
Okay. So with my first video that got 1 million views on TikTok was just me dancing around in some Ren Fair gear.
And what do you mean by Ren Fair?
So Renaissance Fair, it's like an outdoor gathering. It's a festival. It's usually set in like a historical setting. Not totally historically accurate all the time, but it's just kind of people dress up.
Yeah.
So my first video was me dancing to that. That got 1 million views, and my page started growing from there. And so I've started making videos of like pirates and dressing in Ren Fair gear, which is why I'm dressed as a pirate right now.
Yeah, and you said some of your more popular videos are those transition videos, right?
Yeah. So the first video I did, since I was dancing, I'm not a dancer, so I was like, I gotta change this up. And I've always really liked the transition videos on TikTok where someone like starts out in a regular clothes and then they do something and they're in a totally different outfit. And so I tried that out and my followers really liked it, so I kept going from there, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
How long did it take you to build your following, and are you surprised it's gotten this big, or do you think you had the potential to do it?
It's taken me about 2 years, and I was definitely shocked. I didn't think I would ever have 1 million followers.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's been really fun so far.
That's hard to do. If folks at home aren't used to TikTok and social media following, that is very rare, right? To have 1 million followers.
Yeah, I don't think it's super common. So yeah, I'm honestly like, I was in shock whenever I first hit 1 million. I was like, this isn't real, right? Like, there's no way.
So Megan, talk a little bit about how you've turned this hobby into a business. This makes you money, right?
Yeah. So within the last year, at least, it's turned more into like a side gig versus a hobby. And so I've worked with brands and like corset brands and things that have to do with Ren Fair, as well as some that like maybe don't. And most recently, I actually am going on a cruise next week with a cruise called the Ren Cruise. And they basically wanted to bring me on and have me make a YouTube video and do TikToks while I'm there to promote the cruise for them.
And you get a free cruise out of it?
Yes.
That's not bad. What would your advice be to young people who are thinking, I want to do this, I want to get that following and make money off of it? What would your advice be?
I think I would say do something that you enjoy, which seems so obvious, but I think sometimes people start a social media page and like they're really trying to be strategic about it. And to be honest, I think a lot of the times you hear people like blow up and it was just out of coincidence. It was they were doing something they enjoy. At least a lot of my followers comment all the time that they like really love that it just looks like I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I think that really resonates with people.
And quickly before we go, tell people how they can find you on social media.
You can find me at Megan Ciafre on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
And it's Ciafre?
Yep.
Ciafre? All right, Megan, thanks for being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
It's been really fun hearing all about it.